Well, speaking of
Anyway,
Power
we're all
Gaming,
here.
yes, welcome back, everyone. Last time we were together, we were with the we were at Vernon Holdings. We were fighting off some baddies. There was a portal that opened in the center of the place. Some magma methods come out, started bashing on some of the crates, um, and you guys are trying to put a stop to that. So, without further ado, let's head back. Uh,
Oh yes, the methods. The methods are our chief concern in this fight right now.
yes, the methods, of course.
They are the ones actually wreaking havoc. They've done more damage so far to this place than any other person.
So to catch Ben up, during the last session, the large turtle-like humanoid, which we have named Slash, um, has tried to cast a couple of spells, which Jenna was running Reverie and counterspelled basically all of them. So you'll notice that you are a little bit low on your third level spell slots.
That is okay.
With that, we'll pick right back up at the top of the order. We are opening with Nariko.
Lovely. Let's see here. There are methods. There's a turtle. Both of the barb devils look like they're pretty low, so why don't we see if we can clear them off the floor? I am going to remember that I need to have my dice out if I'm going to be playing D&D. That's a start. Uh, let's go ahead. I will shoot green barb devil. I will not use sharpshooter on this.
All right.
Good thing too. That is a 17 total.
17 will hit.
Lovely. That is 14? 14 points of magical piercing? Yes. 14.
Green has been cleared off the board.
Cool. How's she doing? Naruko is still like staring down Slash. She's literally just flipping her rifle over her shoulder and shooting backwards without looking. Gonna do the same to Red. That is a 28 to hit.
That hits.
17 points of damage.
Red has also been cleared off the board.
Cool. RB got scrapped, so let's see what I can do for bonus action since I don't need to command him right now. You know what, sure. I will bonus action cast Kinetic Jaunt on myself. The
Okay.
walking speed becomes an increase of 10 feet. Don't provoke opportunity attacks. Can move through spaces. I'll add a little boot. There's my boot. There's boot. I boot. Okay. There to position myself. Hmm. Yeah, I'll stick right about here, kind of in the middle. Get 10 hit points back, and that's my turn.
Okay. That'll bring us to Reverie. And Reverie, at the start of your turn, you get an alert from Mara. She says that she spots two frog-like creatures emerging from the canal about 60 feet away from the entrance of the building.
They headed this way.
They're looking in this direction.
Everyone, we're probably gonna have company soon. Um. So, is it just Slash and the two magma methods left in this room that are enemies?
Yes.
Um. Oh my gosh, I suck at drawing. Would you say that hits all three but leaves out Sentinel, Syrian, Balaam?
Yeah, I would say that would. Yeah, that could you could certainly angle that so that it misses Syrian for sure.
Fantastic. I cast Radiant Fireball.
All right.
Oh, no.
Holy
Lefty.
shit! Fuck. Okay.
Hello, I would like to create a sun.
I cast
Basically.
fuck you.
That is-
nice
that is-
job.
40 radiant damage
Wow.
on a fail of DC 17 decks.
Okay.
Holy
so
shit! Changing it to radiant, does that still like affect the objects?
I
Good
don't think
question.
so.
Because
Well, it's
fireball itself would like affect objects. That's the only reason I'm asking.
So Fireball does read that it ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
I don't think.
But
radiant-
I changed
But
it
this is
from
radiant.
Yeah.
fire to radiant. So
Awesome.
Yeah.
now they're holy.
Holy fireballs.
Slash failed.
Oof.
This method failed and is going to explode.
I don't think you took enough HP off of Slash. Can you double check that?
I did. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I need Slash and Syrian to both give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I gotta find his thinger. Hold on a second.
Okay. Syrian succeeded, so Syrian will take 1 point of fire damage as this method explodes.
How dare you?
And the other method survived and saved and survives, takes half damage.
That's my turn.
Okay. Professor, you're up.
Oh, I don't know. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna try and slow Slash again.
Wisdom save. Slash fails. He's slowed.
Yes. How high is the ceiling in here?
15 feet.
I'm just gonna fly up 15 feet just to be safe.
So he's got a -2 to AC and Dex saving throws. Can't use reactions. Can use either an action or bonus action, not both on its turn. Okay. Anything else for you, Professor?
Nope. I need some bacon.
All right. Jade, you're up.
Okay. I think I think Jade is going to continue flying. She's going to get I'm going to get here so that I can keep everyone in my aura, but still get Slash and this Magma Mephit in my Spirit Guardians. And then I'm going to cast a... Let's cast a Starburst onto Slash. So let me roll for that real quick. That's going to be a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Okay. That's going to 3d10. It's going to be 3d10
What's Starburst
radiant
again?
damage, yeah. It's Guiding Bolt.
Is it 3d8?
No, it's 3d10.
Maybe,
Let me double check because maybe I'm probably looking at the wrong spell again. Hang on.
Inflict wounds is
No,
2d.
it's 46. I was looking at this. I was looking at the spell above it because I was on the wrong page. So it's still radiant damage, just 46. Thank you for catching that. Get in. It's gonna be 20 points of radiant damage onto him as the starlight and the twilight around him pull together and just explode in his face.
So what was that damage again? I'm sorry.
20 radiant.
20.
Anyone who attacks him before my next turn will have advantage. The first person who attacks him.
Lit up. Okay. Is anything else for you, Jade?
Nope.
All right. At the end of your turn, you hear a whoosh of shadow to the north. And you see
Oh no!
one of these ugly guys shows up.
Oh no! Referee's gonna try to
Run
get
away, Jeffrey, run away.
in the middle of a fight.
Jeffrey's gonna eat it.
You see it go to swallow the Rakshasa.
No!
Wait, we were going to use that for interrogation. Come back here.
Oh, which it does.
Damn it.
It looks in the door, flips up 2 birds, and hops away.
You know, wait, that'd be a good trade. I'm okay with that trade.
Well, now we know that thing's important.
Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Alright, I gotta move some of this stuff out of the way here.
That's a fireball.
There we go. Swallows the Rakshasa and begins to hop away. Getting to about there. That brings us to Brutus. What is going on here? Brutus. What are you gonna do? I think Brutus is just going to stay up in front of Marcus and hold an action. Yuki, you're up.
Oh, right. So, first person who attacks that motherfucker has advantage,
On your
yeah?
first attack.
Well, first is better than none. I'll take one. Uh, Let's see if the digital dice want to fuck me today. So I think Yuki will. And we are going to give him some skippity paps.
All right, your first attack will have advantage. Uh, 28 will hit.
And then still have my thing popped, so extra d6. Of course, 1. Thanks, friend. So let's attack 1.
That'll hit.
Attack 2. Think. And.
Oh, Jade, your spirit guardians will go down too, by the way. Oh, because you no, it doesn't. Never mind. Professor Caslow.
It's
Sorry.
not concentration.
Sorry, Professor Caslow.
You're okay. Keep me on top of myself because this is the second time in a row I've like
13.
messed up my which spell I'm using.
Alright, got 13 damage on Slash.
And then third attack.
17 hits.
Oh, we love that. Think.
16.
We are going to bonus action pop a key point. So we can attack him a little bit more.
You get one more attack.
Key.
12 will miss.
It's not going to help. All right. And then we are going to mobile the fuck out.
I mean, yeah. He doesn't have any reactions anyway.
That's cool. That'll be Yuki.
Alright. Sentinel Mousetrap.
He's gonna try and bash it with shield.
That hits.
DC 15 strength save or be knocked prone.
Strength save. Nope, that was not what I wanted. He goes down.
Sweet. And then he has 2 more attacks.
They'll be with advantage.
Advantage. This time with spear. 17 to hit.
Hits.
And am I whispering these?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably because I'm using like a
Yeah, it's a plus Stapler.
15 to hit.
That hits.
Cool. And he's going to remain there menacingly.
Get him, get him, get him.
Marcus. Marcus.
Please stop the hub.
I think Marcus will call out to everyone and say, "Hey, there's a big frog that just took the tiger person away. You want me to go after them or Slash?"
The turtle's on its back. Go after the frog.
You hear Brutus
I feel like this is unfair to reptiles.
You hear
Just
Brutus
Slash
go,
always-
"No, wait!" 5, 10,
Mm.
15.
Oh no, we've
20,
reached that part of the movie where
25,
he has unlimited confidence and goes and gets himself killed.
Well, he can't quite make it for a melee attack, so he's going to try to say something snarky. Uh, looks at the Banner Hob and says, "You're not nearly pretty enough to be this stupid." And our frog friend has to make a wisdom save. Wisdom save. That's going to be a big nope. Frog takes 10 points of psychic damage. Magma Method has to make a save against Spirit Guardians.
Yes. On a fail, he'll take 13.
What's your DC again?
16.
Made the save, but didn't matter because he didn't have enough to even suffer half damage. Is going
Yay!
to explode.
No.
Goes away and is going to set some more crates on fire.
Yep, that's what he does.
Oof. Come on. Oof. There is another whooshing sound to the north. There is a yelp from Marcus
Oh no.
as another one appears.
Oh, for
Mhm.
fuck's sakes.
Well, Reverie did warn us that there were two.
Nope, just said that they were company.
That's true. Mara warned Reverie that there were two.
It's going to move in 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
God damn it.
Oh, funsies.
Oh no.
Don't you dare.
If Reverie gets swallowed again,
Gonna make
You
a bite.
know she's going in.
Gonna make a bite on Reverie. Does a 12 hit?
Not if I use shield.
do you?
Are you gonna use shield?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do I want to be eaten again? No.
No.
It was
No.
toasted. I was sticky for days.
5th time?
Very personal problem.
Going to try to make another bite against you, Reverie.
No.
That's okay. My AC 17 now.
This was a 16 to hit you.
Oh,
Take that.
yay.
I was close.
Hell yeah.
Red, you're up.
Ren is going to sigh in annoyance and just trot over to this one right here in red. You must learn to keep your mouth and appendages to yourself. And he will reach out and he will cast Inflict Wounds at the 3rd level. Come on, roll the dice. There we go. Yeah, that's a 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. So let's see what the 5d10 get us. Alright, that's 37 damage. You know what? Just to be safe, I'm gonna add on my additional one again. Cause fuck it, I'm not dealing with 2 frogs. I'm gonna deal with just 1 frog. So add an additional 19 damage to that.
Fuck. All right. Oops.
Remember, there is no resistance to me. Death comes for all.
God, that's scary.
That will complete my turn.
Okay. Slash.
Also have to walk Juliet out. BRB.
Okay. Slash is in a bit of a pickle. He will take half of his movement to stand.
Don't forget saving throw
Spirit
against
Guardians.
Spirit Guardians.
Thank you. Wisdom. Oh, and he also regenerates health.
Also, he's slow, so half his movement speed leaves him with probably a lot less than normal once he
Slow,
stands.
slow halves the movement that he's got.
That's what the spell says.
Okay. Yeah, then he's got no movement left after standing. Um,
What's the verbiage on the spell?
Affected target's speed is halved.
So it's
still
his
keep-
total speed is halved, but he has
Yep.
to spend half of that to stand up, correct?
Yeah,
He can move
he'll
like
still have a
5
little
feet.
bit of movement.
He'll have like 5 feet,
oh, okay, okay.
or for all the good it will do him.
Yes, run away.
I'll find you.
Run away, never return.
So you take
No,
this
no running away. None of these assholes get to leave.
Slash is going to attempt to cast another spell.
Fuck. Forever use your reaction for shield. Unless anyone
I
else
don't
got
have
a
any-
counter spell.
I don't have any spells to counter with anyway. I only have level 1 and 2 slots now.
Same.
Well, his attempt will go off because none of us can stop him.
Do something cool with it.
Right? It
Distract.
better be epic. He just turns the whole field into flowers. Like, why can't we just get along?
Polymorphs
That's
it,
large
tries
on
to
himself.
and says fuck.
Yeah, all right.
How much do I need?
I see a dark circle coming.
Magical darkness?
These
Shadow
spells.
monk bullshit?
Okay.
Also, for everyone who's been ending your turn in my aura, make sure you're taking your 12 temp HP. So, Professor, Yuki, Reverie, Ren.
Oh yeah, I've got full temp HP.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't see it on your I don't see it on your token.
Yeah, because I'm using the red one to count my void counters.
There's a third one.
Yeah, that's my AC.
Then what's
Yeah,
your third
I got
one?
my blue on.
Oh, your regular
H-
AC.
Let's. It's drawing. Gonna put it right there.
Ah, nuts.
Is that a sphere?
It is a sphere. It is a 30-foot diameter sphere, 15-foot radius. It is magical darkness.
Oh, good sir, don't forget to roll a d20 if you're casting a spell while slowed.
Fuck. What are you doing to me, D&D Beyond? What are you doing? Why am I rolling a d20?
Because if you roll an 11 or higher, the spell's not taking effect until the creature's next turn.
This is just a straight d20?
Yep.
As an 18.
Cool. So that'll happen next turn. And he spends his action casting that spell.
Wait, what? I thought it was.
Read slow. Read it. Bask in its bullshit.
11 or higher, the spell doesn't take. Oh. I thought if it was a lower than. No,
That's
sucks.
ridiculous.
That's dumb. It should
Slow
be lower
is
than 11.
great. Slow is great. That's the reason that it's wonderful.
All right. Well,
Also, that circle is only 22.8 feet wide.
I'm counting the aura around it too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Narco, you're up.
Cool. I fucking hate Vanderhops because they teleport. So even if I do a thing to like lock them down, it's usually very easy for them to get out of it. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're probably going to save, and I'm going to hate it, but I'll try. I am going to try and cast Vortex Warp onto the blue frog. I
Okay.
need it to make a con saving throw.
Con saving throw
If you didn't, I was going to.
is a 13.
It fails. Let's see here. So, unoccupied within range. Lovely. Please position it right the fuck down, like here, right in Jade's aura of shut the fuck up.
I had a nice aura of shut the fuck up.
How far can you put it?
90 feet.
Wow.
So I can target it
Literally
90
right
feet
there.
away from me, and then prize claw, throw him 90 feet from there. So yeah, even a little bit more, because I don't know how far he can. But that's a great part. There's no
There.
windows, so even if he teleports, the only direction he can go is straight towards me. So yeah, that'll do. I'm glad that worked. Naruto literally just threw a teleport beacon and zapped this guy back behind her.
These guys are rolling like dog shit too.
Good. They suck. Tell them I hate them. Be extra mean. Okay, what do I got for bonus action? Nothing? Nothing. Do I have potions? I could drink a potion of invisibility for no reason. Yeah, no, I think that's literally all I can do with my turn for right now. I would fix Arby, but the problem is, even though it only takes an action to fix him, he doesn't actually get back up until after a minute passes, which is lame. All right, Naruto's blocking the door.
Alrighty. Wherever you are up.
Well, I think my plans need to change. I need this here thing that's trying to eat me to make a DC 17 con save, please, as I cast blindness.
Mm.
Continuing the trend of me not being able to roll a 10 on the die, this is a 14.
Ah, fantastic. Try to eat me now.
Blind.
Oh, that's actually probably good, because I am willing to bet that its teleport thing requires it to see the spot it's trying to go to. Very handy.
Hold on.
Blindness isn't a concentration spell, is it?
I think it is.
It is not.
It isn't?
Nope.
Wow.
It just lasts for a minute, and you do get to make end of turn saving throws against it, but otherwise, pretty dope.
Cool. Wherever he's once again hitting the nope button.
Dude, that's all I've done this entire campaign is nope.
I don't know. Some of your nopes have been very strongly worded letters in the form of fireballs.
That's
And
true.
They've been very good. They've been very good nopes. In Reveries' defense, she's been trying to get eaten a lot. So
Yeah, and not in the right way either. That is my turn.
Alright.
exactly.
What Reveille is basically doing is drawing aggro and then using all of her talents for evasive maneuvers while the rest of us murder the shit out of the thing chasing her.
I'm sorry, but no, the wizard with 12 AC is not the party tank.
I didn't say tank. I just said you were drawing aggro.
Oh.
You bring the aggression towards you, and then we
Yes.
jump on it from behind.
Which does remind me.
I couldn't even call this dodge tanking, because at that least your dex and AC would be helping you out, but it's fine. We're living. We're thriving.
Which does remind me, I think it was Reverie spell that killed that Mephit, so the fire spreads.
Yeah, I was gonna put it out, but something tried to eat me.
Professor, you're up.
I'm gonna bop over here. And I'm going to target Slash with a Sapping Sting.
I don't know what the spell is.
Allow me.
It's very silly.
Con save, take necrotic damage, and fall prone. Okay. So this is a Constitution saving throw. Rolls a 24.
I will Chronal Shift that.
Constitution saving throw. Crit fail.
Yeah, just falls back on his ass. That's it for me. Just building the career, keeping a good turtle down.
Jade, you're up.
Okay. Well, that frog creature just appeared in front of me. And that's the same thing that was trying to get Reverie the last time. So let's see. We'll throw a starburst at the hob in front of me. Everyone else is focusing on Slash, so rolling the thing. $24 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and that's going to be
Oh.
20 points. Go ahead.
I'll wait till your thing is done. I have a request for Joe.
It's going to be 20 points of radiant damage, and it will be lit up for the next person to attack it.
Okay.
And really probably need to put that fire out. That'll be the end of Jade's turn.
Request from Neville.
I just realized there is possibly something I could do with my bonus action that I neglected before my turn was up. When we first heard about the Vanderhobbs kidnapping Reverie, I think we made knowledge checks about what they can do, right?
I don't remember.
I remember Naruko making Arcana checks about that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I did do a check on it to try to figure out what she knew about him.
Okay.
yes, would it be fair to say Naruko knew sort of the parameters under which these guys are able to teleport, like what conditions they need?
I would say if you knew everything about the Vanderhob, then yeah, I mean, you would know how they can teleport.
May I have retroactively used my bonus action from last time to activate the property of my Radiant Musket and shed bright light in 30 feet of myself?
Oh, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. That's all.
Okay. So this Vanderhob is going to go make a Wisdom save. It will succeed against the Spirit Guardians. Now surrounded. It's got 2 flying things around him. I think you're gonna see it as a free action. It will regurgitate the Rakshasa, spit it out.
Ew, wet kitty.
And then it's going to... Come on. Okay. Roll20 is not responding. Let's try it now. That's bad.
Yay.
There. It's going to get closer to Jade, and it's going to.
Damn it.
It's going to try to attack her with a tongue attack.
That's not how I was taught at the Siren Song.
There's a dirty 20 to hit you.
That hits.
You're going to take 13 points of necrotic damage, and I need a strength saving throw on top of a concentration check for your Spirit Guardians.
Okay, I'm gonna do the con check first for Spirit Guardians. And that's gonna be a 12.
Okay, so that succeeds.
Okay, and then a strength,
Strength.
13.
The tongue grapples you and
Flash of
pulls you.
genius. With +5, change the result.
That would turn it into a what?
So it's 13, 17, 18. I'm sorry, 18 was +5, right?
Okay. Then it does not grab you. But it will try to tongue you again.
Okay. Does Flash of Genius work all that distance?
Oh, actually, good point. Hold on. Okay. I've been moving a lot. Oh, wait. Flash of Genius is 30 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn it, I remembered finally.
It was so good though. And I just realized how far away you are now, and I'm like, wait a second. Narco's in the big glitter ball.
So you are pulled within 5 feet of the Vanderhob,
Okay.
and it is going to attempt to bite you.
Okay.
It's a 25.
That hits.
You're going to take an additional 20 points of piercing,
Oh, okay.
and you are swallowed.
Jade disappears into the big frog.
Hmm.
Oh no.
I gotta make a con save for Spirit Guardians. I'm so good on that, however. Spirit Guardians is still up.
That's going to be some very unfortunate indigestion for the Hob.
Yeah. Do I take damage while I'm inside of it?
Probably.
You will at the start of its turns.
Okay.
Hmm. Oh. Okay, so these are nastier than normal.
And then it's going to 5. Go away. 10. Not you, you stay.
You stay. You come.
15, 20, 25. Come on. 30. This is gonna pretty much stay like right here, because that's where
Okay,
it's
I have a question.
Uh-huh.
Jade's Twilight Sanctuary is also still up, and it creates dim light around us. What does that do with the bright light that Narco is creating?
While you were swallowed, you're in total cover. I don't. Does your dim light spread around the corners and stuff?
This is just Twilight Sanctuary. This is just an aura that's up. So I don't know what does it do? Is it down right now? Is it just inside the frog?
If it's just an aura, I think it keeps spreading.
Yeah, it's a 30-foot radius and it's filled with dim light. The spear moves with you and it lasts for 1 minute until you're incapacitated or die. Am I incapacitated?
You are not incapacitated.
Okay.
So as long as you, if the if the verbiage on the swallow effect for this creature is such that you are like in total cover while inside of the creature, your aura is not like penetrating out through the creature.
Yeah,
It's
so it's like contained inside of the owl, right?
yes.
Okay, yeah, you do have total cover.
So my Twilight Sanctuary also immediately just disappears from you guys. It's still up, but you no longer see it. Spirit Guardians, however, is still going.
Yes. That will bring us to Brutus, who I think sees Jade get swallowed. Initially saw it going after Reverie, but then saw Jade get swallowed by this one, so I think it's going after the one that swallowed Jade.
Advantage on your first attack.
And we are going to... It's going to try a shield bash to push it back into place. Almost a nat 20 on advantage, but gets a 24. So pushed back 5. Brutus moves up 5. This is going to take 7 points of damage. And then 2 longsword attacks. First is a 17 for 8. The second hits for 6. Check. Okay. That is it for Brutus. Yuki, you are up.
Yeah, all right. I think, though Yuki is concerned about Jade being in a frog, I think she doesn't want to give Slash more time to do awful Slash things. So she is going to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 down here. And we will do some skibbity baps.
All attacks
He
with
is prone.
advantage since it is prone.
Did you say all of them with advantage?
All of them.
Oh, fuck. Yes.
Don't forget to add your d6 from your gauntlets.
Oh, I have. Oh, I have.
That's a hit.
I've been doing good. I didn't forget. And then boop.
Okay.
Gorgeous. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
That's a hit.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
That's a hit.
Ooh, thank you, advantage. God damn you. Fucking bitch. Let me see. I've got yeah left. I will burn another key point. Wait. Question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I? Wait, hang on. Sorry. Can I do that?
Immediately after you take the attack action on your turn.
I don't
No.
think so because you've already started using your bonus action to hit with like your martial arts.
Yes.
Okay. Then we'll just take another key point and hit him again.
Okay.
We'll just do that then. And sorry, gotta get back up here. Boop, boop.
Oh dear.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh,
Two,
So
2d8
yeah.
and 2d6 plus 6.
2d8, 2d6 plus 6.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just do this here. 2d8. That sucked. 2d6 plus 6.
What does it look like when you take this thing out, Yuki?
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. I think Yuki is overwhelmed. I think she's scared for her friends. I think she doesn't know what this motherfucker is. And I think she is just going to kind of go into like almost fucking berserker level rage, and she's just going to keep punching this thing until it lays down and doesn't get up.
You beat this thing to a bloody mash despite its hard carapace kind of surrounding it, thanks to the help of Professor Slow Spell, keeping it kind of down. And you beat it
Nice.
until it no longer moves.
Brad. And I think she just stands there, just like looking at it and just like breathing heavy, not in a sexy way, just in a what the fuck kind of way.
Did Yuki intend to do that lethally?
You know what? Yeah. Yes, she did. I thought about that when he said, "How does it look?" I said, "You know what? Yeah. Yep. Yuki did intend to do that lethally."
All right. Anything else for your turn?
I think that's it.
Sentinel Syrian.
Come on, Mousetrap.
Okay. Is attacking the Banderhob going to harm Jade inside?
No, Jade has total cover inside the Vanderhob, so she will not be subject to any damage.
Okay. Then let's firstly let's shield bash, try and knock it down.
Oh, the advantage is gone too. So yeah,
19.
19 will hit.
Okay. DC 15 save. Strength save.
Let's do damage. Let's do strength save. Yeah, you get it to go prone.
Nice.
Oh wait.
And now I'm just going to start.
Yeah, it goes prone.
Okay. Now we spear. 20 and 25.
Both hit.
Just see Siri lancing the sphere just repeatedly. Screaming, ah! Losing himself in the attack like he doesn't know what he's doing.
Got it.
Cool. Except for Syrian.
Marcus suddenly finds himself outside alone. The fight has been taken back inside. Syria or Marcus. Five, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Let's see. Syrian, or yeah, I keep calling him Syrian. Marcus is going to attempt to cast a spell. You see as he speaks, the air around him kind of ripples as you can feel him kind of harness some kind of magical ability that he seems to have. He looks at the Bannerhob and he says, "I suggest you drop her, good sir," and is going to attempt to cast Suggestion. However, you find that his words have no effect on the Bannerhob. Gold Star, he tried.
He didn't run away. That's
Did
fine.
it look like it succeeded the save, or like it just was not able to be charmed?
Give me an Arcana check.
I can do those. Uh, 23.
Creature does not seem to be capable of being charmed.
How dare you? Both me and my fiance are very pretty. How dare you not be charmed?
It's going to bring us to this other Banderhob that Ren has blinded.
So Reverie
I didn't blind
blinded it.
him.
Or Reverie
Red was
blinded.
brought halfway to death.
I fucked him up.
Somebody blinded him. I had right spell, wrong person. That
I
seems to
blinded
be
him.
my theme tonight. Right spell, wrong person.
Maybe that could be a team name.
It's going to wildly try to bite around itself. The lower of the two rolls is a 19 to hit you, Red.
Meets it, beats it, but I'm still not impressed. Wait, do I have like some sort of poison ability where if he hits me, he still takes damage? Feels like something I would do.
Ren, you're going to take 12 points of necrotic damage. Or I'm sorry, piercing damage. And I need a. And you are grappled.
Oh no, I am grappled. How terrible. I am right there, close to him. Whatever will I do? Let's see what happens next. 12 points?
12 points, yeah.
Alright, cool.
And then it's going to attempt to swallow you.
Talk about biting off more than you can chew.
There's a 25, Ren.
Oh, that'll hit. Good, put me right on in. You see what happens. I'll fucking learn today.
It's an additional 20 points of piercing, and you were swallowed.
Okay. You gonna learn.
And
Welcome to the worst case of indigestion you've ever had.
And then at the end of its turn, it can make another save against the blindness.
Yes.
It is still blind. Ren, you're up, and you're inside a frog.
Oh, please. Oh, that's what I thought
there
this
any-
would do.
Is there any limitations on verbal or somatic components while we're inside of the creature?
No, but while you were swallowed, you were blinded and restrained.
Okay.
Does restraint mean you can't do somatic?
Restrained?
You can still no. You can
Says-
still do somatic components while restrained.
Yeah, no, it only makes your speed 0.
Alright, cool.
And
Are you ready?
disadvantage, you're making an attack roll.
Yeah.
I'll take that hit. Okay, you ready for me to fuck him up from inside?
I can't wait.
Okay, cool. We're gonna cast Inflict Wounds again.
Alright, so the attack will be with disadvantage since you are blinded and restrained.
Okay, it's a +8.
14,
And a 10.
10.
I'm going to use my Clockwork Amulet to make my base roll a 10, so the 14 will be my lowest roll.
That gives you an 18 to hit, so yeah.
No, it's still disadvantage, so 14's her highest.
Oh, okay. A 14 will miss.
Unfortunate. Okay, I'll torture him next time. End turn.
Does Ren take any damage on his turn because he started inside the creature?
No, it's at the start of the Vanderhop's turn.
Cool. I need to know for me.
Yeah, you do.
Slash is dead, so we're back with Narco.
Cool.
Hey, actually, wait. Can I be a real bitch and can I use an inspiration reroll again?
Sure, why not?
Cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry, I always forget I have these because Ren is so fucking passive. But Suzanne would really like to fuck this guy up.
Do it.
Okay.
Fuck him up.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Fuck him up.
I mean, you could definitely fuck him up on his next go around too.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so 11 plus 8 is a 19.
Okay, so that will reroll the 14, makes the 18 the lower hit. So then, yeah, that's yeah, you do damage.
Cool.
Nice.
Hey, that really pretty amulet that I picked up from Lorelei gives me a free use of my channel divinity. So add 18 onto this. Sorry, 19. 19 numbers and I are so bad.
Got it.
Fuck him.
You start to see this frog just start to like shrivel and wither from the inside out. Now we're
Did I get him?
Narco.
Did I get him?
No, he's still up.
Still up? Damn
Still
it, he just took another 50. I'm
Mhm.
gonna flip this guy.
I'll solve it. Hold on.
No, I'll fix it.
Wanted to step out of him.
The one down here is prone, which means I can't shoot at him without taking disadvantage. So I will shoot the blind one. I have advantage on the roll, so I'll go ahead and use sharpshooter.
Mhm.
Which is great because the first roll was a 7 on the die,
Mhm.
but the second was a 16, which will be a 22 total.
That will hit.
Cool. Please take. Ooh, that is good. That is 27 points of damage.
This frog is blown away. Ren, you are regurgitated out and you are spat out prone.
All right, I'm gonna take a chance and kick at him with one of my hooves. Fuck that guy.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see here. Joe, would you allow me to swap over to a dagger for my second effect?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. I will use bonus action to cast magic weapon on my dagger to make it a +1.
Okay.
Ren, you don't get any temp HP right now because my aura's gone.
That is okay. I forgot to take it off the first time. So I just had my 12 temp HP living there, so I just fixed it up.
Oh, cool.
We're good.
Okay. So that should be +9, 19 to hit.
That hits.
That will be 9 points of magical piercing damage.
All right.
Naruto just kind of cuts open a slit in its big froggy goiter. Or is that a gizzard? I think that's a gizzard.
It's gross, whatever it is.
Mhm. Let's see, how far down did I go? And then I'll just back up a couple steps.
Okay.
I got my speed boost on, and that is all for me.
Reverie.
Um, I'm gonna cast Mind Spike on the Vanderhub
Okay.
at 8 Jade.
kind of save is that?
Is that DC 17 Wisdom?
Wisdom.
I just feel like Mind Spike should be an intelligence save.
That's what I was thinking too. Doesn't matter. It fails either way with an 8.
Fantastic. Take 14 points of psychic and spit my friend out, please.
It'll take the psychic damage, but does not spit Jade out.
No, lame. That's it.
Professor.
I've been spending this entire time trying to figure out what I'm going to do to this thing. Everything's going to be a disadvantage. Everything I have is from far away.
You could put out the fires.
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
Yeah, because
I'm gonna-
I mean, if Jade is able to kill it, she'll come out of it right away. So
That is right. The fire does spread on Referee's turn.
I'm going to try for a DC 14 Arcana check to fire up the Mizium apparatus on a second level spell.
Okay.
Oh yes! Oh,
You
Okay.
were within range for me to flash of genius if you needed, but I'm glad it worked out.
I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath on myself with cold to try and cone these out.
Sure. Yeah, I would say Dragon's Breath would definitely do that. So I think you lose like one more crate in the process, but the fire is out.
He does this, kind of looks back and just like exhales like a puff of like, the frost when you're out in the cold, and just does a thumbs up. That's it.
You see the flickering flame just kind of like freezes in place and then just kind of like crumbles and shatters and just turns to water. Jade, you're inside a frog. You're blinded and restrained.
cool. I'm blinded. I'm restrained. And I also have inflict wounds. So we're going to go ahead and cast memory on this thing. And I will
With
roll that right now.
disadvantage.
Okay. Okay. My lowest roll was a 16.
That hits.
Okay. That's going to be 17 points of necrotic damage.
What does it look like as you take this thing out?
I think so as everyone is standing, as Brutus and Siren are standing over this thing and just waiting for the next chance to hit it, they just see its flesh start to pull inward and crumble away to ash as the spirit guardians around her like disperse it so it can't reform. And Jade you see Jade's hand come up out of this thing and pull herself up as it crumbles around her and just wastes away. Is everyone okay?
As the Banderhob melts away and kind of is destroyed, you look around and find that there are no other enemies standing. Mara has not given any indication that any more are coming. Everything seems to be quiet. And as you kind of wait with a pregnant pause for a moment, it seems like all is clear. And with that, we are out of initiative. One more thing to add, that as the Banderhob falls, in that moment of pause, the portal in the center of the floor does close, but it does leave that blackened symbol behind.
I'm not enjoying this city.
What would I need to do to destroy the symbol that's here?
It's kind of burned into the ground, but it's again more like a scorch mark. So I think like even something as simple as like prestidigitation would kind of clear it away.
Cool. I have Sacred Flame. I don't have Prestidigitation. So can I just burn this off of the floor?
Extra burning.
No.
So I can't like burn around it?
It's like a stain on the floor, so like more radiant.
I can precipitate it.
Yeah, more radiant energy really isn't going to do anything to it.
Okay.
I'll use prestidigitation, knowing, kind of glancing at Jade and knowing exactly what she's kind of thinking about this symbol. He'll focus it in on the symbol, which kind of starts to sizzle and steam till it's sort of, the floor is clean of the mark. Then poofs back into his human form.
All right, quick check. Everyone present? Anyone injured?
Present, also injured, but not terribly so. I've been worse.
Would you like me to assist you at this time?
Nah, nothing a good night's sleep can't fix.
I am also present, and I am also injured, and I will also be fine.
I am
She's-
annoyed and covered with icky goo.
She's not moving from in front of Slash, and can Yuki? I don't know if Slash has pockets, but she'd like to see if he's got pockets or anything on him.
You're not your shell.
But
I don't.
No,
I
not that
don't.
pocket.
I don't know. If it's not that pocket. She doesn't want anything in that pocket.
that's where he keeps his gold.
Prison pocket.
Listen, Yuki might be at the top, but she ain't like that. Okay.
No pockets on Slash.
No nothing. Does he have any like symbols or any sort of like identification thing?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. And boop.
Tag on his eye wrap says machine washable, made in China.
Oh,
That's
that's
unhelpful.
where's China?
Unhelpful. Can I, since I'm right here by Livia, can I see if Livia's got any China tags?
Give me an investigation check.
Perfect.
I think you do even on a nat one, you do find something on the Rakshasa. You find a one US $5 bill and a quarter.
What?
You are so lucky you're in Pittsburgh right now. Yuki'll take it.
Hey,
She'll take them.
You investigated it.
She'll take. What did I? I've been doing D&D long enough. You check the fucking bodies. So she checked the bodies.
You're doing a great job.
Hey, thanks, man.
Got you, buddy.
She'll take the fucking $5 bill in the quarter, and she'll walk away and go with everybody else.
She show it to anyone else?
Yeah, she's gonna walk over and show it to Professor.
Sorry, what am I looking at?
A $5 US bill and a quarter. I found this
No,
on
we
the
have that.
Rakshasa. I found
What is
this on
this,
the
play money?
Rakshasa. I don't know what this is.
He holds his hand out. May I?
She'll give it to him.
He kind of holds it up to the light. And he's like, "It's some kind of currency. Doesn't look like it's worth much."
Yuki shrugs.
We should keep this just in case.
Just in
course.
case what? Do you want play money?
You don't know when something like this is going to come in handy.
It's not.
He looks to Yuki. He's like, "Can I have this?
Of course.
I'm going to hold it, so that way when it comes in handy, I can say, fucking told you so."
You're going to say that regardless, no matter what happens.
And
You
now
might
I
need it for
throw
starting
you
a
away, but
fire,
then
and
you'll
you will say, fucking told you so.
eat your apple.
Ooh, there are apples.
Before this, he walked up and said, "You look worse than you smell right now. Cast prestidigitation on you, and then toss you an apple."
Ren will smile happily at the apple. You are an excellent best friend. I am glad I chose you.
Yeah, as long as the apples don't run out.
Mm.
Oh, 9 points of healing that I missed. Something just bit me.
I believe it was a bug.
It tingles.
Is it a good tingling or a bad tingling? Wait, is it like the lightning? Which was the lightning?
It's like getting a unwelcome injection.
That does
But
not
not-
sound like a good tingling. That does not sound fun.
Naruto gave Professor a Fauci ouchie.
Surprise heal!
No, I'm gonna be so healthy, and I hate it.
Story of our lives, man.
Also worth noting, great success in saving the rest of the building. The machine is still intact, and you only lost 2 crates.
Great success.
We are effective.
Oh, we lost 2 boxes.
We've
I'm
been
gonna
worse.
rummage through the boxes to see what it is we lost and what it is we saved.
Give me an investigation check, Professor.
Okay. Take my +1.
That was insight.
Oh. Both eyes. Take my +0. Pick one.
So you
I love
rummage through
it.
the remains of these boxes, through the charred remains and the slashed open crates. You find it's like a lot of refuse. There's like the equivalent of like broken down like pallets and like discarded like plastics, and you basically found like trash.
I want to burn the trash.
Is there a specific reason or because it is materials?
Oh, what the? Like, what? First of all, why is the trash in the boxes? Second of all, why are things spewing out of a Hellmouth portal, seemingly for the express purpose of burning it? Wait, no, this is the fuel. This
I
is what
do think-
becomes the things, right?
Yeah, I do think we learned that they're turning waste and like products like this into materials to make affordable housing.
We did learn that. But I'm
Yes.
curious if there's a specific reason they were targeting these or if it's just there because it's there.
You know, I mean, except for the fact that this particular waste had an actual purpose. I mean, eliminating waste so it doesn't just accumulate in the streets isn't such a bad idea. Maybe there's something to this.
Mm.
I must examine. No, we already cleaned it away. Must learn what they did to some of those things. I'm gonna burn away all your waste, summon greater demon.
Marcus kind of looks out bewildered over the building. He looks at all you and he says, "Is this something you guys come across often?"
The bone demons were new.
And I mean, the giant turtle ninja was kind of new.
I don't know. You reminded me a little bit of fake Yolna. Same bad attitude.
Slash and Livia. So, is there anything in particular that you're looking for in Naruto between Slash and Livia?
Well, there was a red card of the Red Hoods that was left behind on a previous smash up operation. So if there are any things like that that these two are carrying that might indicate that they are Red Hoods versus some other clandestine operation. Noteworthy tattoos. Uh, I don't know. But whatever you got, man.
So Slash, there really isn't much on him. He looks like a giant humanoid snapping turtle. That looks much meaner than your normal snapping turtle. Being that he doesn't have any clothing or any pockets, he's not really carrying anything on him. Um, Livy, on the other hand, does have some tattered clothing, or the Rakshasa, I should say, has some tattered clothing on its body. You notice that it does have an eye patch. It is missing one eye. But as far as any like marks or anything like that, there are no like tattoos. There are no insignias. There doesn't appear to be any kind of affiliation with uh, any known organization. Um, and just kind of the manner of how things kind of went down. I think they're whatever operation that these guys are involved in are is definitely less than clandestine.
That's a fair assessment.
Lovely.
So, has the real Olivia been missing for some time, or is this an only this night sort of situation?
That we are going to find out together.
Excellent.
Naruto looks over to Marcus and Brutus, although she's mostly addressing Brutus with this question, and say, "So there was a little bit of a commotion here." Looks around at the various bodies of demons that are littering the floor. If the local constabulary comes around asking what's going on, I presume that the word of the gold scion of the Goldwater family will be enough that they will accept our testimony of this.
You see, Marcus actually puts a hand on Brutus's shoulder, and he says, "Oh yes, absolutely. You'll have our backing 100% of the way. We'll certainly be. We'll test as witness to whatever may come up with this. Although the nature of the beasts that you fought here, I don't think will really. Uh, I don't think anyone will be sympathetic to their loss."
Hashtag fiends rights.
They have no rights, that's the point.
You know, how ironic would it be if the things that came here to stop the operation were to be the first things built into the operation? I mean, is it just like household garbage this thing turns into building materials, or is it like all garbage? Because I see a bunch of dead garbage laying all over the floor here.
That would be a question for Livia. And right now we need to make sure that she is okay. Professor, can I have your assistance in waking up our remaining captive here to ask some questions?
He nods. She's like bound and tied up, right?
Oh yeah, manacles, rope. We any weaponry or what have you has been stripped from her.
He uses one hand to sort of pierce the veil and split reality, and using the other hand to sort of be like the conduit for what he's grabbing on the other side, and kind of glows silver, and he's going to cleansing void on her to heal her for 7 hit points.
As the spell takes hold, you see the Rakshasa's one good eye starts to open blearily, looks around at you, Professor, looks around at Naruto, and just kind of sets into a defiant expression. Do you also have them gagged as well?
That sounds right.
Uh, no, not
No?
gagged
Oh.
at this juncture because I need her to talk back when I
Okay.
ask her things.
She's out.
So as the Rakshasa sets its expression defiantly, chooses to remain silent.
Oh, okay. Hey, can I
But
use my sights and see how much corruption points she has on her?
Oh, sure.
Just curious.
You find that there is no corruption on this individual.
Hmm. Ren will make a note of that out loud. It appears she has not been corrupted by the void. Interesting. Then why?
Nariko has her sidearm pistol out. She's just very calmly cleaning it, making sure that it is all working properly. Because this Rakshasa knows exactly how much it fucking hurts to get shot by Naruko in particular. Um, and she will look at Libya and say, "So, was it your paymasters who failed to give you enough information to be properly prepared for our coming, or was this your own terrible idea?"
See the Rakshasa kind of like hawks up some phlegm and simply just spits on the floor next to you.
Oh boy. I'm gonna try and fire up the museum apparatus again. I need it. 14.
Does
Yes.
not seem hygienic.
I'm gonna detect thoughts on this thing.
Are you forcing a save?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, detect thoughts? Oh, it doesn't work.
Oh.
All right, Rakshasa.
Oh,
Detect
right.
Thoughts is a second level spell, by the way.
Oh, second level. Oh, that's right. We did say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember we had this conversation after
Right.
the first session.
Yep. I keep thinking detect thoughts is a first level spell, and that's on me. Um, so that's a wisdom save.
Hold on. Yes, it is a wisdom save. Hold on. My DC 16.
So you detect thoughts on this Rakshasa. You hear this person thinking to themselves, I ain't got nothing to say to no fucking human.
Oh, this one doesn't like that you're human. Is that all that's sealing your lips? I mean, you've got enough non-humans here to talk to. You can pick any one of us.
I do not want to talk to them.
Oh, I do. I mean, you could choose. I mean, I can be nice. Poof. I think we have something in common here. A little bit of shape-shifty nonsense. You can trust me. He just grins that big, foxy, sharp-toothed grin with sort of like a very mischievous twinkle in his eye.
They look up at you, Professor, and they say, and you're working for the fucking humans, so I got nothing to fucking say to you either.
And what makes you think they're not working for me?
You tell me you're not?
What accent
Who
is
is it who
that?
walked in here,
That's
zapped you out and put
a
them
New
in
York
front of the
accent.
humans?
I know that. Ren doesn't know what it is.
Well, of course. Where do you think they found the Ninja Turtle?
Sorry, Professor, I didn't catch your
Yours?
reply.
Look, I'm going to level with you. I don't know your name. Frankly, I don't really care. I'm going to level with you. If you are not useful to us, then we have no need to keep you alive. And take it from me, I know what's on the other side for you. And you're not going to like it.
Look at me. Do I fucking look afraid?
He kind of chuckles like, "Not right now. But you will.
Ooh.
And when you get to the other side, you'll remember this face. It's the face of someone who warned you.
You give that same chance to Slash?
Don't look at me. I didn't do it to Slash. You're lucky she's not over here trying to talk to you. She talks with her fists. I mean, we have means of bringing Slash back if you're really attached to them. But I mean, we don't just do that for everyone.
Why should I believe you?
What have you got to lose? I mean, I know what's on the other side for Slash, too. They're probably not having the best time.
More to the point, our methods for bringing him back are time limited. You have, Arby, 26 seconds.
Do it and we'll talk.
Red.
I'm not the one that brings things back to life. That is against my protocol. You'll have to make nice with Jade. I believe that is within her purview.
While this is happening, I'm going to use all of my ropes to bind Slash for if and when this happens.
Are you keeping your detect thoughts up, Professor?
Yeah, I'll keep it up as long as it'll last.
Give me an insight check.
Let me see if I can roll the right one this time.
Give it with advantage.
Oh,
Give it with advantage.
thank
You
God.
have the detect thoughts. Okay. So you get the feeling that this Rakshasa is protective of Slash from your detect thoughts. Obviously not happy that Slash is dead. Seems to be genuinely seems to be genuine in their claim that if you bring Slash back, then they'll talk.
He'll kind of take note of that and see Yuki like immediately rushing over, and he's going to hold a hand up to her and look at her and like give her this look like, I'm sorry, trust me on this. We need this sort of way.
Yuki will look from Professor to Slash, and back to Professor. And she'll nod, but she's going to get into a fighting position just in case.
Well, this all depends on Jade.
Jade's just sitting outside with Reverie, but she'll get that message from Arby, and while she won't say anything, she will get up and go inside at like a quick, like, sprint to get down here. Bringing someone back?
Back from the brink.
She'll reach out and lay her hands on Slash. And she will cast Revivify. Or she'll try to if the minute hasn't been up yet.
So you cast Revivify on Slash. You start to see Slash's chest rise with breath as he comes back with 1 hit point.
Cool. Since Revivify is working, and this is the first time Jade has used this spell, she'll lay her hands on him, and the area around Jade gets darker. It doesn't get black, but it gets darker. Like the light dims as the light around her seeps into Slash, and the wounds on his body begin to disappear as if they weren't there, and they heal over. He's still covered in blood. still so bloody, but the wounds are healing as she breathes life back into him.
You hear Slash grumble, a deep, raspy voice just kind of like mumble out, "Darkness."
Oh, it's okay, it's just a little bit of light. She'll just pet his head a little bit.
You little.
I'm guessing Jade also does not carry around 300 gold worth of diamond dust, so I will subtract that from the party funds.
I assume that you have given Jade some of that for specifically this purpose, so
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
subtract it from the party funds, but Jade would have had it because I do have Revivify prepared. So
Yeah, that is my assumption. I'm aware that Jade gives away her money constantly, so
I give away
Yeah.
my money mostly to Reverie or Narco. So
great.
Professor will call over Slash to pseudo Olivia, like, there, as I said, now hold your word.
You see this kind of a, and the Rakshasa says, "Name's Hob."
Hob. I'd like to say it was nice to meet you, Hob. Frankly, we did not meet under friendly pretenses, but I appreciate your cooperation. And he'll kind of look to Narco to proceed with her questioning.
So then, Hob, you clearly knew that we were scheduled to make our rounds here. Is that because you were disguised as Livia when we met previously, or were part of the arrangement to deal with us?
I was told it was to try to draw you in, so that when that thing opened in the floor, that you would all get jumped. You did not previously meet me as that woman.
That's good
you
to
have a
know.
very pretty, you have a very pretty accent. Where are you from?
New York?
Where's that?
Nowhere near here.
I don't even know where an Old York is.
Is that in Barovia?
What? Never heard of it.
I'm fairly well traveled. I've not heard of New York. When you say not near here, do you mean like not near here like another continent, or not near here like another universe?
Pick one.
Judging by your demeanor, I feel like it's probably the latter. How? How did you get here?
Maybe you should ask her. He will point at Yuki.
Yuki's
Where's-
eyes get big, and she like looks like, "What the fuck?"
You two seem to know Yuki. What's that all about? She doesn't look like she knows you.
You don't know the fucking Zhao Mao?
I've met the Zhao Mao. Charming individual, funny hat.
So you're saying? I don't know what you're saying.
I am not Zhao Mao. I am Yuki Musoka.
Yeah. Yuki Musoka, Zhao Mao.
Wait, is Zhao Mao a title?
Duh.
Oh, you are just charming to no end. How does one earn the title of Zhao Mao?
Through many years of practice, of dedication, of service.
Also, if you killed the previous Zhao Mao.
Also,
Maybe
that.
there's another Yuki in their world.
That's what I was thinking. I think we might be dealing with our first case of a confirmed parallel equivalent. In this case, Yuki from a much more violent place called New York.
I don't know why that
It
made me
says
laugh.
It's so violent in this New York. Not here. We could just kill demons and devils all day long.
Well, that's interesting. I really hope that any alternate versions of Naruto have not been making enemies that I'll have to deal with later. That would be
Definitely.
amazing.
Did you see, did you
Good,
choose
Oppenheimer,
Flash
let's go with
because
that.
he's from New York?
It was called the Manhattan Project, guys.
Oh no.
All right. Well, thank you for inadvertently enlightening us that that's something that we can add to our understanding of parallel worlds. But no, the Yuki before you is not the same one that you know from your world, and the monastery Boyodo that she comes from is considerably less. Well, I was going to say prone to violence, but they are very capable of violence, but they elect to avoid it when possible. So no promotion via decapitation. Which also, if you were not the Lydia we met with, is she safe and accounted for, or did your employers do something to her?
How the fuck should I know?
Right, my mistake. You are just here for grunt work.
Yeah, pretty much.
How did you get here though? Did you fall through a mist? Did you go through a door?
Open sewer grate with weird glowing lights.
He points at Naruto and says, actually, yeah, that one.
Why is it always a hole? Why are there just holes? Is the weave metaphor is a metaphor? It's not supposed to be literal. Okay. Wonderful. So you fell through a hole. You wound up in a new world, and your first order of business was to sell your services for various forms of thuggery.
I suppose everyone must eat.
Well, we met a woman, and we told her things weren't so good back home. And she said, well, she could help us get it back. Apparently, there's a land of dinosaurs around here somewhere that we were planning to take back to New York so that we could take it back over. But she said she had some jobs we had to do first.
You know, I was going to have fun guessing if that was temerity or not, but I'm like, dinosaurs?
Yeah, dinosaurs. I couldn't
Let's look
believe
at
it
the
either,
others.
but she showed me.
Oh, you don't want to go there.
I very much want to go there.
No, let's let this one kick. Let's see what happens when he does.
The people who watch over it wouldn't like it if you took their pets. They keep them safe there.
Well, we'll take them. They'll have plenty of things to eat.
If New York is not so nice, why even want to go back?
That is a valid question.
Because it's our home. What would you do for your home?
Fair point. So, is this same woman is the one who gave you the assignment to ambush us here?
Yeah?
I'm going to take a guess that you don't know her name or could give us a description.
Her name is Temerity. She's got gray skin and horns.
Told you.
Yeah.
You know
All
her.
right.
We've met a few versions of her.
her.
Oh, is it like how that's Zhao Mao, but it's not Zhao Mao over there? You're muted. Or did I freeze?
We could explain it, but it probably wouldn't be of any benefit at this point.
I heard
All
you.
right.
I can't hear you.
All right.
Hang on, I can't hear Jenna. She's.
Did anyone hear me?
There you are.
I hear you
Okay.
now, but not before.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
When you meet with this temerity that you speak with, how and where does she contact you?
There's some alleys in the by where all the ships come and go. She usually finds us.
Mm. Wonderful. Well, this has been far less useful than I was hoping.
Hop just kind of shrugs and says, "Can't help you there."
So, Narcosor turns back to the group. We have found our Echo, present here. They're working through intermediaries, including usage of hellish portals. So, definitely the potential demon cults that we've been following leads on is tied into that, but not. I still don't understand why the Red Hoods had a calling card left here previously if they weren't also somehow involved in the sabotage operation. So,
Temerity could be calling on different factions.
Hob, do you know anything about the Red Hoods that are here? The Thieves Guild?
Red Hoods. What was that? Some kind of Batman villain?
There's a Batman with you?
You know what? Never mind.
Oh, we broke him. Nice.
I love the idea that when Yuki swelled down as a bat and then turned into Zhao Mao, Slash was so confused because it was Batman and Zhao Mao at the same time.
Oh my gosh. He's like,
It's
I
like,
can't
oh,
believe
yeah.
this
it's way
crossover.
worse. Cool. Right. Well, Naruko is now currently mentally deciding whether she should just hand these guys over to the police to lock up. She was considering maybe hiring them, like she did with the goblins. The problem is these guys just told her that their plan was to go steal a bunch of dinosaurs and try and like take them through a portal to another world to conquer a city.
That's not going to work for us.
So she's not exactly a fan of what they would do with gainful employment.
This is D&D a
Yeah,
great
it's
game.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
yes,
great.
it fucking is.
How would you guys get back home? Are you relying on Temerity to send you back?
She said she would. She said she knew
So
how.
you're trapped until you do her bidding.
We do this one job and then we do what we want.
I'm sorry, Hob, but I don't think that Temerity knows how to send you back.
And why do you think that?
Because she's still here.
She's been pursuing a means of traversing the multiverse for some time now and has yet to turn up anything worth noting.
Functional.
It's still here. So unless you plan on doing more jobs for her like this and getting your asses kicked, I would highly recommend choosing a different allegiance.
We've met other people who've come through from another world before, but theirs was an accident. They, same like you, they went through a space, and they didn't know what was on the other side. They showed up here. They couldn't get back home either.
Yeah, you don't want to end up like them.
Quite right.
How do I know this ain't one more human fucking lies?
We only have 2 humans here. They're vastly outnumbered. Do you think that we would really ally ourselves with them if they weren't trustworthy?
I'm still confused why he dislikes humans so much. You are not that bad.
obviously they're fighting the humans in their home world and trying to get it back. Am I wrong on that? This is just kind of what I'm getting between the lines. Are they the ones you're fighting? You've got to sick the dinosaurs on.
They've taken everything from us. So, we're gonna take everything from them.
That doesn't really make it better, though, does it?
Good for us.
Did that eye for an eye thing work out for you last time?
Oh shit.
That's not very nice to say.
For your
Sorry.
information,
It-
it wasn't a human that took my eye.
What was it?
There's some of our kind that ally with the humans.
Oh, the Rakshasa?
No. There are many different kinds of us.
What do you mean, us?
He kind of motions to himself and to Slash and he says, those of us who've been mutated and brought to life.
Mutated? I don't understand. Aren't you a tabaxi?
No? What is that?
A tabaxi? And she points at Yuki. You're cat people.
People like the Zhao Mao and myself, we were actually cats. Slash was a turtle in a cage.
Oh, do
Really?
not.
Awakened.
Oh, that must have been so scary for you.
It was.
I'm sorry.
You make the best of it, right?
You could make the best of it. You know, if your home is not a nice place for people like you, you could stay here. I know it's your home back there, but if they were doing such awful things to you, you could stay here. Tabaxis are normal people here. They're not. You don't locked up in cages here. I've never seen a turtle person as big as Slash, but they exist here too.
I know what you're trying to do, but I want my home back.
Well, isn't home where all the people you care about are? What if they came here too?
Listen, my mind's made up. It's
Maybe
not
it is
just
right
about us
now.
going home. It's also about teaching a lesson to those who took everything. You can't
Well,
let them
With-
get away with it.
With
Those
dinosaurs.
people.
Aren't you worried about the dinosaurs eating you, eating people that are on your side, your friends?
The dinosaurs are just regular animals here. And you wouldn't want to do to them what was done to you, would you?
Figure it out. That's not your problem.
Well, maybe it's not our problem, but we could try to help you.
Unless you're gonna go back to New York and help me kill all the humans, I don't want your help.
It seems very specific.
Maybe you should go to Yuki's monastery.
Yuki's
talk
gonna
to-
look at Jade and she's gonna look at them like, I don't fucking want them on my monastery.
I want them to meet Gorak and then
Oh my
have
gosh,
them all
yes.
three have wonderful, wacky adventures together.
I'm in. Let's go.
I think maybe you need to talk to her, Zhao Mao. He's very wise.
But you're not allowed to kill him.
I don't think he would be able to.
Also true. But you're not allowed to try.
Well, also, if Temerity finds out that you did not kill us and you gave us information, she will kill you instead.
That would be unfortunate.
Well, from where I'm sitting, I'm still in your custody. I'm still in your possession. I'm not going anywhere right now unless you say so. What do you want?
I would like to help you. I would anyway.
Narco's been fiddling with some scrap in her tools while she's been listening to this conversation. Joe, do I have permission to do the thing I messaged you about?
I did not see message.
It was a Roll20 whisper.
Oh, that is a whisper. Hang on. Yeah, sure.
Cool. Narco says, well, about the view, you're a real piece of work. But regardless of any of that, you're effectively refugees. You're victims of this crisis affecting all of our world, same as anyone else. And you had the bad luck of meeting one of the worst possible people to try and direct you how to survive around here. All I particularly want is for you to have the chance to take a look at this world, one that isn't beset by the same problems of your own, so that when the time comes that you do return, you at least know what it can look like and maybe see a different side of things along the way. And she holds up the what she's been working on, which looks like a small glass orb with a sort of Narco's little bronze clockwork aesthetic around it. It kind of resembles an eye, and she places it in Hobbs' hand, and she says, "Professor's right. Eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. And I've not met the humans in your world. I don't know all of their crimes. All I know is that your hate runs deep, and I've seen that destroy people, even when they have the best of intentions. So, you can wait until the constables show up, go spend time in jail, and whenever you get released, find your way around this world yourself. Or, you take a chance, you follow along with us, and maybe see a little bit more, learn a little bit more. You might be surprised. The device that Narco has handed Hob is an Ursat's Eye, which is a magic item that, should Hob choose, can use a magic action to replace his missing one. I will also make a persuasion check if Hob requires extra charm efforts to be convinced of Narco's goodwill in this gesture.
Yeah, go ahead. Give me a persuasion. I say with advantage, since you got Jade also trying to convince him as well.
Hey guys, don't be criminals. Don't plot a genocide of the human race. That's no good.
It's not every day that you get to have another chance in another world.
Let's see. So on the dice together, that's a 22. I've got flashes to burn. I'll spend another one for a +5. I'll make it a 27. I got 5, and I didn't use any in the fight, so I've used 2 now.
So he looks at this device that you've given him, but his hands are tied, so he can't really put it up to his face.
I mean,
Jade will
he's,
untie him.
yeah. I mean, actually, it doesn't say. Yeah, it just says. Oh, I guess it's a. Yeah. No, you probably do have to actually put it up to your face.
I would think so.
Okay.
So Jade, you untie Hob. He takes this device from Narco. You see him kind of like turn it over in his fingers. It's kind of like inspecting all sides. You see he just kind of shrugs. He lifts up the eye patch and he puts it in the eye socket. And you hear the little mechanical whirring as the eye kind of operates and moves around and looks. You see him kind of nod a little bit. And he looks over to Slash, and then he kind of like looks expectantly towards like Jade and Professor.
Is it okay if I heal him a little bit more?
Knock yourself out.
Oz probably would be against not the best idea to do that if you're trying to heal someone.
What?
Knocking yourself out.
What? No, that's not what I meant.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't always understand what people are saying.
Narco just kind of whispers over to Hawk. We do have that idiom here. Jade is just very literal minded.
Slash will get 8 more points of healing back. So he'll have 9 in total because the Revivify brought him back up to 1.
I'll untie him as he gets healed.
He kind of gets to his feet and grumbles, and you see Hob comes up to him and just kind of like pats him on the shoulders. It's all right, buddy. We're back.
Try not to take more jobs from dangerous ladies in an alley.
Yeah, well, when you're faced with little fucking choice.
But you have lots of choices now. It's not like where you're from. And this is Marcus. You know, he's the son of one of the peoples who really runs this town. Maybe he can help you too.
Yeah, that's great. I don't really care.
Oh, okay.
You see Marcus kind of like looks a little bit insulted at that. He crosses his arms and gives him the stink eye.
Down at the docks, southwest quarter of the city, there is a ship called the Corvus. It sails the flag of the Mystic Mechanicus. My flag.
Our flag.
If you go there, tell them that Nariko has recruited you. They've had this happen before. They'll know what to do. If nothing else, it'll be productive work and it will get you out of this city where your previous employer is not likely to take too well to your failure at this juncture. But if you choose to deny my offer, that is your business.
It's also an orc city up to the north.
I don't know what that is.
They're really big guys that like to fight. And if you're the strongest one, you get to run the city.
Jade, give me a persuasion check.
That might be the plan.
That's a dirty 20.
You see Hobbs' eyebrow goes up a little bit. And he looks at Slash, and he looks back at you, and he looks back at Naruko, and he says, "What if we agree to not kill any humans? We won't go to the dinosaurs yet. Not that I know where they are.
Oh, I know where they are.
Oh, where are they?
They're in the Lost Valley.
And where is that?"
Oh,
It
that's
is
like
lost.
it's a 2-week sail across the way to the other continent.
I will keep that in mind. Still, if we agree not to kill any humans and not to go after the dinosaurs, me and Slash, we kind of work on our own. And I would very much like to not be recruited to your crew.
Fair enough. Just figured if you wanted passage somewhere out of Tremonto, what with it being a large island, easier to work your way aboard a ship than taking another ill-conceived job and potentially running afoul of the law before you get paid.
We can make our way out of here, and Slash is a pretty good swimmer.
Well then, I hope you put that new eye to good use. You take the time to take a good look around while you're here in our cozy little corner of the multiverse.
And be safe.
Yeah, I'll do that. And unless any of you go to stop them, they are going to just leave.
I mean, they're basically volunteering to go get beat up by a whole bunch of orcs, so I mean, it's not that different from if we just imprison them here.
That should take care of a lot of our problems, actually.
Mr. Slash, light please. Can I heal you a little bit more?
He looks back at Hob, and Hob gives a nod. Slash just turns back to you, Jade.
Okay. He's gonna get 21 points of healing back. Take care of your friend. Don't meet ladies in alleyways telling you to go beat people up.
Just kind of grunts at you, and then they will walk off.
Well, I feel really bad if they get themselves killed.
Well, we offered to keep them close enough that we would be able to provide some protection. They decided against it.
Oh. Some people are hurting too much to take anything from anyone else.
Well, maybe if we find our way to New York, we'll get to see what all the hubbub is about.
It sounds like a terrible place.
Yes, I do not want to go.
Experimenting on little animals and hurting them? That sounds awful. Maybe we should go to New York.
Let's deal with the local crime problem before we head into that.
Yeah. Well, I feel even worse if they can't get home.
All right.
I wonder how many people from here have gone missing because they've slipped into another world.
That is an unfortunate prospect.
Well, people go missing all the time, right?
I was hoping that the Red Hoods would be involved in this little misadventure so that we could use either their information or their card to grant us access to their hideout However, that did not pan out, and we have used a lot of our resources just fighting through this ambush.
Do you think
So,
it was a lie?
what part was a lie?
You said that Livia said she found a coin. But if Temerity was the one who told them to come, do you think Temerity just faked a coin?
For what
Potentially.
purpose?
It's also possible that it was a legitimate coin that they stole back later, and for this particular instance, Temerity has access to the Red Hoods but chose not to deploy them.
Maybe.
But again, we do know of at least one high-ranking Red Hood who has access to void magic, and Temerity would be the most likely person to have dispensed that to them.
Or it was Temerity.
Also true. Marcus, do you know where Livia lives? Because we should definitely check to make sure that she has not been harmed to set up this little fiasco.
Good question. Does he know where Livia lives?
He should. They grew up together and she had a crush on him.
That's right, they did.
Just Livia be like, "Oh, Marcus, would you like to come up to my room for a study session?" He's like, "Oh no, I'm very busy with music practice, but I have your address. It's fine."
Well, just because you grew up together doesn't mean you know where they live now.
Maybe. But they're bougie people. Their bougie houses don't move.
I fully believe that Livia invited him for the housewarming party. And
Yeah.
if she doesn't see him in person, she sends correspondence. It has her return address, and she's like, "By the way, Popeye, it's not a bother, I promise."
But yeah, it's Livia and her wife, and she's just like, "Hey, Marcus, weird that you keep coming over to my house."
Yeah, Marcus will know where she lives.
I was going to say, if not, Naruto was just going to start rifling through any leftover paperwork in the office and find it that way. Like, it was not going to stop me.
All right. So, if you want to go to where she lives, he will lead you there. So we'll go back to the Tremonto map.
We lock up the shop before we leave. Make sure the bodies have been removed.
It's always such a mess.
You fought through a lot of fucking enemies.
Oh, we switched map. Joe went robot.
Uh-oh.
No, Joebot!
Because the music kicked in, that's why.
I like the music though.
You guys fought through a lot of enemies, is what I'll say. That was impressive.
Yeah, he did. Marcus and Brutus were very instrumental in that fight.
Brutus was pretty solid, not gonna lie. Really
Yeah,
liked setting him up.
Syrian too.
It's Syrian.
Still
Now
not
Chap is
correct.
doing such a good job.
They're very happy. The one thing this party really needed was just big, chunky meat shields.
We really did.
Yeah, so we'll say that Marcus kind of leads you through the city, leads you to like the northern end by where the lighthouse is, the Tremonto Beacon. And he'll kind of there's a little neighborhood over there. You see, he goes up to one of the smaller and unassuming houses, and he kind of stops in front and he says, "You know, it's this is where she lives, but it might be we're all kind of beat up and scuffed up and a little bit of bloody, and that might be a little bit jarring to somebody, especially if they're like still sleeping and we just wake them up."
You do know we want to ensure that she is indeed in here and alive, correct?
I'm just saying.
Find a
We just
servant
want-
then to check on them quietly. That is what you people have, is it not?
Why don't we just have Abby go and check on her?
Naruto considers and then just says, "Expediency it trumps in this matter. Professor, some prestidigitation, please." And she just knocks on the door.
Everyone is scrubbed clean. You may have bruises and cuts, but you are no longer front row at Army of Darkness.
Okay.
So as you go marching up to the door, Marcus is going to be right behind you, Nargo. You go up and knock on the door, and you see Livia comes to answer. She's got like a robe wrapped around herself. She's pretty much ready for bed at this point. And she kind of like looks out at you all, and she says, "Mrs. von Gruster, Marcus, what can I do for you at this late hour?"
Well, we just wished to update you that the stakeout was successful. There were ne'er-do-wells in your building, and we have taken care of them. Unfortunately, one of them elected to disguise themselves as you in order to lure us into an ambush. Once that was done, we just wished to make sure that you personally were still safe and accounted for.
Oh my gosh, an ambush! Are you all right?
Of course.
We're here to tell you about it, so we were victorious.
Oh, that's great news.
Yes. It does also mean, though, that the persons in question were not only going to disrupt your machinery, but were explicitly ordered to try and deal with us, so they were aware of our presence and intentions there. That's not particularly good for anyone.
Mostly for us.
Boot Beamer. She nods a bit. You see, she's kind of like taking in this information. She says, "Well, I'm just glad you're okay, and I'm glad you were able to put a stop to the attack. But, and of course, I feel terrible in asking this, but is everything in the shop still okay?"
For the most part, some crates took some damage.
Yes. The machine itself is unharmed and in perfect working order, but yes, I believe there were 2 crates of some of the raw materials that were damaged in the fighting.
You see, she breathes out a sigh of relief, and she says, "Oh, the crates. There will always be more material. It's the machine that takes long to repair if it gets damaged, and if it wasn't damaged at all, then that's even better news."
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, given the circumstances, I don't think it would be in your interest to have us volunteer for further nights, in case that we only encourage further disruptions. I am hopeful that this successful repelling will be enough of an indication that if whatever forces are arrayed against you, leave well enough alone.
I would hope so. This finally I'll be able to get to show it off, and even at the regatta tomorrow, that would be amazing. I'll be able to show it off and show what it can do, and surely there are enough people in the town that want to see this succeed. If they can see that it actually works, then I think you'll hardly find anybody that would try to take that away.
Indeed. I know all too well the joy of being able to show off a new creation to an audience. Their eyes light up. So lovely. Actually, I've made an acquaintance of sort of a local aspiring community leader, Aurelian.
Oh,
I've already sort of been working with him to create a sort of crowdfunding campaign for businesses that are promoting sort of the public good, partly as a means of divesting economic control of such services out of solely the hands of the nobility, making it more of a community effort. It might be worth talking with him. You have patronage from the Goldwaters, but since so many of the populace would be of great interest in the success of your initiative, it couldn't hurt to also have sort of a groundwell following as well, further politically isolating you from attempted sabotage.
yes, that would do great to bridge the divide, I think.
Lovely. Okay, that's most of what we just came here to let you know about.
Well,
Narco looks very tired from this evening. She's kind of just sort of droning through her very smart sounding plans for things and just like, all right, are we done here?
And we still have the regatta tomorrow now. This is going to be a long time.
It's going to be a great festival tomorrow. It'll be even better now that I'll be able to show off my machine. I have you to thank for it, but I don't have anything to give you right now.
Ooh. Narco starts thinking. I'm trying to think what use Narco would have for this thing.
You know, the funny thing is, the first thing that came to my head was like, you know, Bastion's now a thing that came out in the new DMG, and you know, she could probably help you build you one.
I would, except for the fact that this is a like traveling across the map campaign, so I kind of need the Corvus to be my Bastion if it's going to be anything.
True.
And I don't think recycled material bricks work very well on the ship.
No, probably not.
No.
Might not be the best investment.
Well, you know, all eyes will be on you, and publicity is free. In addition to the, you know, whatever signage showing that the Goldwaters are a sponsor towards your endeavor, why not add the Mystic Mechanicus to that as well?
Mystic Mechanicus, hero to the people.
Community outreach. We solve problems.
Community outreach. Ah, yes, exposure, the best form of payment.
Narco feels bad asking her for money because she's had her business fail like 5 times already. And also, like, assuming the marriage goes through, she's basically going to have a majority stake in the stocks of this thing anyhow. So, I mean, she was using this to get a hold of a red hood coin, and that's no longer on the table. So, fuck it.
Damn it.
All right then. Well, it'll be a busy day tomorrow for all of us, so I shan't keep you up. But thank you for allowing us to assist you in this matter as it pertains to our own interests, and we look forward to your demonstration.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you all at the regatta. It's going to be a great time. I'm looking forward to it.
No,
Cue this time where it's actually Doomsday device that she unleashes on the crowd, and it's our fault that it didn't get destroyed. Temerity was actually fun this time.
All of you are but raw materials for the new empire I shall build with your corpses.
Huh,
Exactly.
that cycle of life went by faster than usual.
Congratulations, it's the mini BBEG origin story.
Look, Naruko would be mad, but it's like, well, it was a good idea, so just shoot her in the face, and then I'm stealing the blueprints, and fine, it's my patent now.
Ah, the Edison approach.
Anyone else in the party have anything to ask or say of Lydia? Moonbeam her just in case.
No,
Nah.
I don't have the spell slots.
Yeah. Naruko's just assuming that the whatever spy network has been watching us since we've gotten to this continent has just been appraising our enemies about our plans. So she's like, well, I could be extra suspicious of Lydia, but what's the point? Everyone is suspicious at this point. Also, I don't have any spell slots to use Detect Thoughts, so... Oh wait, no, that's my item. I think I'm out of charges. Also, I think I detected thoughts when we first met her anyway, so...
As a party, we're very invasive of people's thoughts.
We are
Yes.
so paranoid at this party, and it's entirely with good reason.
Well,
It's
a little
entirely
bit.
my fault.
It is that, yes.
But we
Hey, at
liked
least
it.
we're pretty good about saying thank you now.
For now.
Notice how much we were willing to trust the two like career criminals because we
They're
had
being
successfully unmasked and beat the shit out of them. So we're like, fine, good. We now know exactly what kind of threat you are.
It's fine.
All right. So Nariko's opinion is that we didn't get any good info or materials to make infiltrating the Red Hood's hideout easier, and we also spent a lot of spell slots fighting, so she does not recommend us trying to sneak into there tonight. We know tomorrow the regatta that probably the cult is going to do some stuff over at the temple,
Probably.
so that if they are involved with Temerity, since there's demon summoning going on, that's a different lead we can follow that might tie back to the Red Hoods after that. So Nariko's vote is for us to go home and sleep.
Before we leave, there is one thing that Jade wants to ask Livia. And she's going to hold up her journal. And she's going to show her the corrupted symbol of Moloch that was part of her floor. And she's going to say, Miss Livia, have you ever seen this before?
She's gonna take a look at it and make a check.
And we will insight check her to see if her eyes widen in a suspicious fashion.
You see, she kind of frowns a bit as she looks at it, and she says, "It looks kind of familiar." And with your insight, Nariko, she appears to be answering earnestly.
Yep.
Do you know where you've seen it before?
I've seen it on a ring once.
Do you remember who had it?
Even if I remembered they were masked, I didn't see their face.
Do you know what kind of mask they wore?
The only thing I remember seeing is it's a white mask with some crimson and gold filigree. The eyes were in the shape of cat's eyes, and there were small little decorative red feathers affixed to the edges. It was, I mean, it was a mask like any other that you'd see, but, similar to what you'd probably see at the regatta tomorrow.
Hmm.
So it's not like it wasn't like a special mask. Anyone could buy a mask that looks like that.
Well, most of the masks in this town, if you have the money, they can be custom made to be whatever you want. But it did not strike me as one that is mass produced.
Okay, well, thank you, Libya. If anyone shows up with this, be really careful, okay? And don't go anywhere with them alone. Okay?
Okay.
They're really dangerous.
I will keep that in mind.
Okay.
Anything else for Libya? If not, then whenever you guys are ready to leave, she will bid you a good night and let you be on your way.
What time do all the regatta festivities start?
So, I would say it would be pretty easy to find out just by the time that you spend at Tremondo, and even Marcus would have this information for you as well. The events of the regatta the next day will begin at 9 a.m. There will be a short ceremony / blessing at the Temple of Joaquin before there will be a parade through the streets.
Oh, lucky ass. Wait, does that mean our masks were delivered, or we to bring those masks with us when we purchase them?
You'll want to wear them anytime you're outside of the house, or anytime you're out in the town throughout the entire day.
Why exactly would we want to wear them?
That's just tradition.
How's the crime rate on the day of these regattas?
Ooh, good question.
Large public holiday with people walking around the city? Oh, so high.
Everyone wearing masks? Yeah, that's my question. But the other question is Marcus actually aware of the crime rate? Because it's Marcus.
So, I think if you're asking Marcus,
I am, because I know I'm going to get a bullshit answer.
he'll tell you, well, the guard clearly steps up their game for large-scale events like this. There'll be guards at nearly every corner. I'm sure that the crime rate is low, if that's what you're worried about.
Are the guards also wearing masks?
No, they are not.
The guards are not wearing masks, but everyone else is wearing masks.
Yes.
What if someone was to wear a guard uniform and then not wear a mask?
He kind of like frowns for a minute, and he says, do people do that?
If they want to impersonate a guard, yes.
Wouldn't the other guards recognize them, since they wouldn't be wearing a mask?
Yes, but only if they encountered other guards. If they were dressed as a guard, pulled someone aside, and said, "Sir, we are concerned about your safety and well-being. Please come here to this secluded spot away from everyone else so we can talk to you." Would you follow in that situation, Marcus?
He kind of like tugs on his collar for a bit, and he says, judging by your tone, I think the answer is no.
I asked what you would choose to do. If an officer came up to you and said, "Please follow me, we are concerned for your safety. Come here so we may speak with you in private," would you follow them?
Well, I don't think that's a question you could really ask me, because that's not really a situation that ever happened to me.
This is why you are employed, is it not? And Ren will say that looking at Brutus.
Brutus just gives you a gruff nod.
Quite reasonable.
And that's actually beneficial as well for Noriko, because during the parade, each of our family and the Belmontes and the Doros, that we each sponsor a float that goes through the town, and because we'll be announcing our engagement tomorrow, Noriko and I will be on top of the Goldwater float tomorrow.
That sounds so lovely. What's your float look like? What is a float?
It is a cart that is all decorated up with all sorts of different decorations that represent our family and the city, and it's basically we get escorted around town and we get to wave at people.
Oh,
Is
that's
it-
nice.
Is it called a float because it started out as they were actually decorated barges that moved through the canals?
Maybe, but
Are we saying that's not what they are now?
well, there will also be that too before the regatta kicks off.
Sounds like there's going to be a lot of parades and people.
It's a big celebration.
It should be fun.
Fun fact, that is why they're called floats.
I believe it. Of course, I believed you about the museum steps, so that doesn't say anything for me.
That is true.
I'll
No,
talk to you
they
about
were,
that weeks later.
parade floats are called that way because they were originally decorated barges. You would kind of just there would still be a march on the shore, but they held ropes that would like pull the barge along. So
I actually did not know that.
Nice.
yeah,
Reverie, did you still want to go back to the Gold Waters, or did you want to go somewhere else for the night? Now that the frogs are taken care of.
We can go back to the Goldwaters.
Are you sure?
Just get up
Yeah.
at 9 o'clock anyways. Why waste any more time?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
So, anything else for y'all this evening, or are you looking to retire to Palazzo Goldwater?
Retiring to Orchard Goldwater.
Orchard Goldwater.
soon to be known as the Desolate Barrens.
The barren wasteland that were once known as Orchard Goldwater. I hope you guys weren't planning on having the wedding in the orchard. That's not going to work out.
Just we fucking the next day. There's an entire ship where they've just imported a whole new set of trees.
Nah, it wasn't worth it. He just keeps eating them all.
I mean, you know how many apples are on a single tree?
Yeah, everyone's having a good time, man.
Yeah, I mean, even a horse's stomach gets full.
I have a horse's stomach and a human stomach. I'm working on it.
They're both still gonna get full. The human stomach is way, way smaller than the horse's stomach.
I'm just having a good time.
Severe lack of apple cider at the wedding.
All the
Are they
stuff that was
gonna import?
fermented.
They're just gonna import Dickens cider.
Of course they are. Yes, it's new vintage. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's called Dickens cider.
No,
I
that
don't know
sounds,
why they keep laughing when we say that.
it sounds a little too lowbrow for us.
That's because you haven't woken up with a dick insider. First thing in the morning, a dick insider. You love it, she loves it, everyone loves it. You should try it.
If you guys are all heading back to Goldwater House, Alistair will, of course, be up to greet you. He will direct the house staff to bring you to the guest to the guest rooms, the guest wing. So you all have a nice, comfy place to settle down for the evening.
Go ahead.
You first.
Does Jade have her own room?
Each of you could have your own room if you want.
I think Jade will go to her own room tonight. After just making sure, Reverie is taken care of.
Nariko is going to impose. She is going to go to Marcus's room unless anyone attempts to stop her.
Good luck, Marcus.
Does she
I love
tell?
that Jenna's mic just cut the fuck
Oh,
out.
dead.
Does she tell anyone she's going to Marcus's room?
Marcus is outmatched.
She will she will very quietly make it obvious, but she's not making an announcement about it.
I think
Or they
Jade.
don't you tell her no?
I think Jade watches her go that way, but doesn't stop her.
So Narco, you go to Marcus's room.
Yep.
So you get there, I guess you kind of knock on the door.
No, when we got back to the house, she just went with him when he went to his room.
Okay.
That's why I said if anyone questions or attempts to divert her, it's not a she's just doing it as if it's not a thing worth commenting on. So it's up to anyone else to attempt anything if that's the case, including Marcus.
You get some whispers and murmurs from the house staff kind of around you as you accompany Marcus to his room. As you get there, he makes a point to leave the door open. But his room is quite, I would say it would be finely decorated. It's not like lavish, it's not extravagant or anything like that. But he has the kind of bedroom that like you would find from like someone from like an aspiring performer. So there's like memorabilia of like different plays and shows. He has a couple of instruments kind of like that are neatly propped up around the room. Plenty of space, huge wardrobe, plenty of space for him to kind of make himself look nice before he exits his room for the day. He's got a pretty large bed, mostly to himself. But
You mean mostly?
Mostly?
Stuffed animals.
sometimes he sleeps.
That clear didn't happen.
He has a Phantom of the Opera poster on his wall.
He absolutely does. Don't lie to me.
And then, like, off in one corner, kind of hidden behind one of the furniture, there's also a Legally Blonde poster.
Oh, fuck yeah. Bend and snap.
Is Marcus gay or European?
That's hard to tell, honestly. Let's just flip a coin for it. It'll be easier.
Autographed Taylor Swift poster.
Oh, absolutely. It's the Eras tour.
Oh, no. I'm learning so many things I was not prepared to learn.
It's just got a lot better. We're fine.
So Marcus makes a point of leaving the door open as you join him, and he says, despite how crazy things got today, I did enjoy spending some time with you. Although this adventuring life is way more dangerous than I anticipated.
That's the thing about an adventure, is you don't often get the chance to even anticipate before it rears its head. You're simply presented with the challenge and must find whether or not you can rise to the occasion. You comported yourself well today.
Kind of smiles a bit and he says, I keep a few tricks up my sleeve. Brutus has always told me it's important to make sure that you are able to defend yourself in whatever way that you can. But the amount of preparation it must take to be an adventurer, though, is... How do you always stay ready for everything?
You see Nariko give him that sort of very critical eye that she has whenever she's sort of in Mystic Mechanicus business mode. And then she sort of softens, and you can see her kind of like deflate a little bit and say, truth be told, I don't think I am. I think far too often I wind up going in with the vaguest notions of a plan, and then I have to adapt and overcome as we go. Sometimes that's all you really can manage. So the most I can do is just make sure I have confidence in my own skills, trust in the people next to me, and as many tricks in my own bag as possible. There's no way to be prepared for anything. There's no way to know everything. So just as much as I do my best to gather information and prepare, adaptability is what you really need. Be able to take the unexpected and turn it to your advantage, or at the very least, not get overwhelmed. It's tough, stressful, and I care very much for the people that I'm out there with. I'm trying to keep them protected as well. It's hard. Like anything else worth doing, it's so very hard.
I suppose that makes sense. The way you were all able to handle those demons, it looked like you'd done it 100 times by now.
Well, the demon's a new one. I was expecting criminals and burglars, maybe some magic. I was not expecting a portal to hell, but we may do. And when the captive seems suspicious and we unmask them, we may do. And when the Banderhobbs took the opportunity in the commotion to try and snatch away a few prizes, we may do. And this time, it all worked out. I don't know about next time, but I'll take what we learned here, and I'll do my best to keep everyone safe.
Yeah. And everyone, you all work so well together. It's quite a thing to watch.
You were part of that tonight. You worked with us. Brutus uh, comported himself as a front line and moved enemies away from vulnerable targets.
Oh,
You made use of your cutting words to disorient and debilitate our foes, throw them off of their game. Shame I didn't get to see you properly use that sword, but your loot was remarkably sturdy in its place.
Oh yeah, such a sturdy loot. Ow.
He's deft with his fingers.
yeah.
We learned that at Siren Song too.
I took it upon myself to get reinforced because, when you're moving around, instruments can take quite a bit of damage if you're not careful with them. And I said, well, yeah, I'm going to be as careful as I can with this, but it's my favorite instrument, so I take it with me quite often, and I figured give it a little extra protection couldn't hurt. And as a matter of fact, it seemed to hurt the other guy, which works.
Yeah. Naraka noticed that instrument does fucking thunder damage on top of when you swing it at people. So she would like the insight to see if he's downplaying his reasoning for getting that loot to have that property.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that. Oh no, that looked like a bad number, but then it was not a bad number. Okay. 18 for insight.
I think on an 18, you do get the sense that he might be a little bit more aware than he is trying to let on.
Nariko looks at the loot and just says, Marcus, I'm very well accustomed to a poor habit of trying not to make other nobles threatened. Because when they know that you're the smartest person in the room, they tend to get very defensive. More so when they've seen that you can apply those smarts to tactics, inventions, things of that nature. I find it very tiring. Don't you?
What do you mean?
She smiles and says, I mean that your pretty face is definitely the most obvious asset that you have to yourself. And I'm sure that there are many people who have taken that surface evaluation and composed the entire rest of their assumption of who you are off of it. After all, there are so many examples of nobles who have coasted through life on just such a blessing. I don't think you're one of them, though.
I mean, I try not to just sit on my laurels. Like I said, my mother has always made it a point to tell me that it's important to get out in the world and to learn and to experience and to see and be seen.
Mine did much the same. But you haven't really had the chance to see beyond Tremonto, have you?
Admittedly, no, not much. Not at all, really.
And are you satisfied with that?
There are some days where I think being able to get outside the city might be nice.
Nice.
You know, a good experience.
Well, there's something to be said for new experiences, no matter how novel. Well then, the night is late. We have a very busy day tomorrow with many big announcements and much waiting. Narco will move herself towards the bath so she can get washed up before she changes into her sleeping clothes.
He will, as you kind of go to, are you leaving his room?
No.
I mean, I assume his very nice posh room has its own bathroom.
It does.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's a Marcus.
He kind of stands as you get up to go to the bathroom. He expects you to like walk out, but as you go to his bathroom, he kind of has that like bit of deer in headlights look to him.
Well, he can work through that. Narco needs to get to bed. He's not gonna lounge around in the bathtub very long. You gotta get cleaned, get your sleepwear on, and then she's going to bed.
Is she go to bed like in Marcus's bed?
Yes.
That's the nearest one. Talk about a power move, man.
I mean, if
"Oh,
he's
yes,
gonna keep just like watching and not address it or do anything about it, then that's his problem.
Marcus is like, ah, yes, of course. I will take this chair. This chair is very comfortable.
Um,
Oh, Marcus.
I think.
Yeah, Marcus, are you starting to realize that this is your fiance and that's a thing, not just a word?
Probably.
Yeah, but you guys aren't even supposed to be alone in a room together yet.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck.
Little Miss Victorian era.
There
Noble
are
woman.
there are allowances for propriety when you are engaged.
I think we'll see how he reacts to that next time, as we are passing.
Joe wants to have time to think.
Keep throwing these curveballs at me.
Yeah, learn how to swing, man.
Power moves.
Once again, we are getting married on what, Monday, and it's like
That is true.
getting into Wednesday morning right now.
That is
Do I
true.
have the timeline correct? Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
Cool. We had a great first date. Gonna have to
Now-
also get used to the whole like sleeping in the same room together bit. Okay, we chop.
Alistair just stands there and just watches you guys sleep
Yeah.
to make sure
For the
no
record-
funny business happens.
For the record, Narco has no intention of like seducing him into anything tonight. She's literally just like,
Tonight.
we're engaged. We're gonna have to share a bed. Let's just get used to it now. Also, I'm tired.
Is the door still open or did Narco close it?
It's his room. He can close the door if he wants.
Because he left the door open, right?
Yeah, he left
Yeah.
it open
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they're not supposed to be
Right.
alone together.
No, I'm
Yeah.
aware. I just thought it was funny. Narco's
Yeah.
just getting into bed and the door's wide open.
Arby's there.
Oh.
We're not alone.
That's fair.
So how about some nominations?
Narco. For breaking him.
Ren also did some very, I think, through the course of the battle 3 times, used the Channel Divinity Inflict Wounds to just murderize everything.
I did,
That-
and I enjoyed it so much.
That item that Lorelei gave Ren, is that an actual item or did I homebrew that?
I feel like it's an actual item.
Amulet of the Devout.
Yep.
That's
Huh.
right, it is.
Steffi had it.
That's right. I was gonna
Steffi had
say,
one too.
was that an actual thing or did I intentionally fuck myself?
I
No,
told
no,
you
no,
the
Wizards
stuff you
of the
gave
Coast
Ren
stuff
is
too.
powerful, dude.
To be fair, the ability to like use that for a charge of your Channel Divinity is kind of dependent on what type of cleric you are, on how much use you're liable to get out of it.
Yeah, I'm just a fucking menace.
I love it. I'm here for it. Fantastic. So that spell that kept dispelling off of Slash, he kept trying to go invisible.
Oh, okay.
Then he's going to try to use that darkness, but the slow kind of fucked that. The one that you had to make the roll for, that was a cone of cold.
Okay.
So
I also like Jade, like essentially melting the frog from the inside.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was pretty awesome and pretty
Always
badass.
down for that.
mhm. I think I am I think I'm leaning towards Nargo for roleplay for the absolute power move of just moving into
This is my
Marcus's
room now.
Aside from all the negotiation, talking with Hob and getting all that, and Professor also kind of getting some work done there too. But
Jade also.
Jade as
If we
well.
couldn't revivify Slash, that was not going to go anywhere.
Oh, that's
Yeah, true.
You were very lenient with the timing of that.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. It was good. It was thematic. Yeah, I think Naruto, because I love the power move of just like basically moving into Marcus's room.
Oh yeah, he doesn't know what to do with this.
I mean, if he asks about it, she'll be like, I mean, I understand if you're worried that I might lose control and ravish you in the middle of the night.
Yeah, if she says it like that, he's gonna get even more scared. Go ahead.
And but yeah, Ren's use, multiple use of the channel divinity is devastating, and I think it really took huge chunks of health out of these guys.
Mm-hmm. Also, props to Reverie for keeping Mara outside as a watchdog,
Yeah.
so that we had at least some warning that the Vanderhobbs were about to be an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that heads up was very helpful.
Also, Yuki just savaging the giant turtle for a round.
That
until
was
it
awesome. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Fuck that
Also,
guy.
I look forward to meeting alternate universe Yuki, who's the terror of New York City, apparently.
Oh
I
my
can't wait.
god. Oh,
Will
it's
she have
not
a
gonna be
mullet?
great.
Does he have a mullet?
Probably.
Will she
Oh,
have
but
a
she's
mullet?
shaved. She's got that side shaved head thing going like Erika Ishii.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Mhm. With the
Or a
line.
mohawk.
No, Yuki's more versatile. She has a faux hawk. That way she can
Oh,
style it
faux hawk.
differently.
Gotcha. That's fab. Love that for her.
I'm asleep. You all have a good night.
Have a good
Yeah,
night.
Daddy.
I agree. Good night, guys.
Yeah, I got peace out too. You guys have a great night. Everybody take care.
Good night.
Bye.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew this was going to happen when we went back, but I was like, oh, it's great that this is happening within like the last 5 minutes of the session. That's going to be a great note to end on.
Yeah.
Is this a play to get his blood?
No, actually. Again, Naruto's been grading Marcus, and his ability to hold up and keep pace with the adventuring nonsense is such that she's like, all right, yeah, we can move on to this level of getting to know each other.
Marcus is like, don't you think we're moving a little fast? Darko's like, we're getting married in 3
Yes.
fucking days.
It's like, yes, we are moving very fast. So that's why might as well rip off the band-aid and see if, you know, because if we are going to have trouble just managing this, better to find out now and then, you know, construct separate rooms later or whatever.
It'd be like, oh man, was it Lucy and Ricky? They had like the 2 separate beds in the same bedroom.
Yes. A lot of people still do have separate beds in the same bedroom.
Because you sleep so good.
Mars would have a separate bed if he could.
But yeah, honestly, in the
Just
Victorian
get a king
era,
bed. Just get a king bed. There's a sea of bed in between you two.
I did research on this. In the Victorian era, like generally the courtships would go for a good while, and you know there was propriety involved with that. But once you got engaged, engagements were very short, like usually just a few weeks between that and the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got engaged, it was assumed that you were like close enough that you were basically like married already. So you probably had, you know, you could be living together or have joint finances or that sort of thing. So honestly, this is our parents' fault.
Yeah.
It's always our parents' fault.
Mm-hmm.
Be right back.
Okay.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.